Well, our guest today is Dr. Willie Jolley. He is an incredible speaker, an author. He's a longtime friend of this ministry, and he's helped numerous companies with his inspirational speeches and people all over the world through his books. He truly embodies a joyous and encouraging spirit, and we are just absolutely thrilled to have him here today. Would you please welcome with me Dr. Willie Jolley? Hello, sir.
Thank you, Bobby.
Great to
Thank
see
you. Good to be back to my Southern California home.
Amen to that.
Well, I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but an eternity is in it. Good morning to the hour of power.
It's good, man. It's like a minute. It's a minute of power.
Yeah, a minute of power, right?
That's it. That's good.
Yes.
Well, we're so glad to have you here. And last time you were here, you actually preached.
Yes.
I was away, and I remember when I was here and you preached. You spoke on your setup is a setup for a comeback.
A setback is a setup for a comeback. And that book, because of that program, all the people around the world saw it. That book became a global bestseller. And so I'm very just excited about the opportunity to be back here and just come. Last time I was here, as you said, was to speak. And I've been here a number of times to speak. I've been here 3 or 4 times to speak when you weren't here. But then today was the first time to be able to be an interview guest. So I'm able to be here. I would come and speak and sing because a lot of folks said, "Are you singing?" I said, "Next time." But I'm here to talk about how to have the best life ever right now.
That's good, man. Well, good. So one of the things, I mean, your name is perfect. Your name is Willie Jolley. You're one of the most jolly people I've ever known. How is it that you can stay so upbeat and encouraged and positive all the time?
Well, I'm grateful. I wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude. Every day I wake up without a chalk outline around my body. I say, it's a good day. So I'm so grateful. You know, I was here with the Setback Setup for a Comeback book the last time, which you helped to make it a global bestseller. Now I'm here because I've got 2 new books. One is my marriage book. My wife and I have been married for 34 years, haven't had an argument in over 30 years. Now, someone asked on a radio or television show, in Portland, a television show, said, "You've never had an argument?" I said, "I didn't say that. I said I haven't had an argument in 30 years. Those first couple of years were like World War III. But we learned some principles from some wise mentors. The book is called Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last. And people can go to jollymarriage.com and get a free chapter. But the new book is about what you talked about, an attitude of excellence and comebacks. In 2006, I got a call to work with a company that had a setback, Ford Motor Company. They said, "We need a comeback." I worked with Ford in 2006, 2007, 2008. In 2009, Ford was the only one of the big 3 automakers to be able to reject a government bailout. They went from losing $1 million to making $1 billion. And so the Detroit Free Press wrote about Ford's comeback and put my name in it as one of their tools to help them come back. Well, then General Motors called, and Walmart, and Prudential, and Verizon, and Johnson & Johnson. They said, "We want what Ford got," so I'm grateful. So the new book is Attitude of Excellence, the principles I learned from working with Ford that we share now with companies and organizations as well as people to make it possible for them to have a comeback spirit and a great attitude. Attitude is mindset. Excellence is skill set. When you put them both together, incredible things happen.
I love it, Dr. Jolley. One of the things that I think, we always sort of feel is, how do I have the attitude of gratitude, or how do I have an attitude of excellence, as your new book is, when things are just going so bad, and they've been going so bad for so long? A lot of people have health problems, divorce, relational issues, things like that.
Well, that's what's exciting. Last time I was here, it was just Willie Jolley. After that message in 2012, I went back and got my doctorate. And in 2013, I got my doctorate of ministry from the California Graduate School of Theology in faith-driven achievement. And now we're launching, this is the launch of jollygoodnews.org. It's a ministry to give people good news, because we wake up in the morning with bad news, fake news, terrible news, and it depresses you. But the Bible says in Proverbs 15 and 30 that good news is good for your bones. bones. It puts you as fit as a fiddle, or as Maya Angelou would say, good bones give you starch for your spine. And so I'm encouraging people to go to jollygoodnews.org, jollygoodnews.org. Become part of our community. We're going to be putting up some of the message from the former messages. And let me tell you the impact good news can have. When I was starting as a speaker, I was struggling to keep my business afloat. I got an opportunity to go give a speech in Orlando, Florida. I went to Orlando, gave the speech. They gave me a standing ovation. Then they gave me my check. I was ecstatic. Well, I'm going to the airport, get on the plane, and I'm feeling good. I pulled the check out the second time, and I got depressed because I realized the money was already allocated. An older gentleman across the aisle as we were flying said, "How you doing?" I said, He said, we talked for a few minutes. He told me he was a minister. He lectured about health and wealth. I said, "You speak every day?" He said, "Yes." I said, you fly every day?" He said, "Yes." And then he changed my life with a good word. He said, "Young man, how old do you think I am?" I said, "I think you're about 60. He said, "Young man, I'm 88 years old, and my best is yet to come."
It's good.
And in that moment, everything shifted, and I went home with a new attitude. And in the 25 years that have gone by, I've been inducted in the Speaker Hall of Fame, named one of the top 5 speakers in the world. We had best-selling books, television, radio. It's just the tip of the iceberg. And I came here today to say to you, without a question in my mind, your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come.
Amen. Thank you, Dr. Jolley.
Bobby.
Appreciate you.
Amen. The best is yet to come.
Amen.
Your best is yet to come.
Yeah. Okay.